Hello, good morning all. Today in this video we are going to discuss regarding how to inherit and create a new report in Odoo. So currently in the screen you are seeing Odoo version 12 community edition where we are continuing all our development. So the same process has been used in all the Odoo versions. So we will be illustrating it in Odoo 12. Still the same can be followed in Odoo 13, Odoo 11, 10, etc. So we will be seeing how we can inherit and create a new report in Odoo. So already in the channel we have published the videos like how to create a new PDF report in different ways and also how to inherit and make changes inside an existing report. So currently you can see the OM hospital module is installed in this database, and if I go to the patients menu, suppose if I go to the patients menu and if I open any of the record, so if I open the record here, you can see we have got the print button here, and also in the print button we have got patient card, appointment and patient card Excel. So we already have illustrated how to create a new PDF report from scratch in different ways. So if you haven't seen this video, you can simply go to the our channel and we have got a playlist called Odoo QR PDF report tutorial, and in this channel playlist you have got around 6 videos of Odoo PDF report tutorial, so you can just see this. So in this video we will be discussing about another topic, that is how to reuse an existing template to create a new report. That is, we don't want to create the report from the scratch, and let's see how we can reuse an existing template. So what's the use case is that currently here we have got a patient card.pdf. That is, if I open the printed report, that is patient card.pdf, and if I open that report here, you can see it's still downloading. We have got a report that contains the image and the name and the patient details. So let's take a case where you need to get a report that is similar report without the patient details, like simply with the patient image. So let's see how we can do that. So there might be some case where you need to get a report just contain only the patient image. So in this report we have patient image, patient name and other details like age, group, phone number, etc. So if you are requested to create a new report just that showing only the image and name, so what you will do, will you go to create it from scratch? No, it's not a good process. What we can do, simply we can inherit this layout and simply we can do that. So let's see how we can do that. So for that purpose what we can do, so before going into the development, the similar use case is used inside the invoicing. So if I go to the invoicing and to the customer invoices, here you can see if I open any of the record or if I open any of the vendor bill, if I open any of the record, here you can see we have got two options, that is invoices and invoices without the payment. That is, one is a basic layout. So if I print the invoices and if I open the vendor bill, so here you can see it's getting downloaded. So yeah, it has been opened. So here you can see it will contain the payment details. Right now the payment is empty, and invoices without payment is simply it will remove the payment section from the report. So both are similar, single template using the inheritance concept. So I think better we directly go into our topic. So if I go to the patient, and here you can see we have already have a patient card PDF report. So in this video we will be illustrating how to create a new report like a patient card image which shows only the image and the name of the patient. So let's see how we can do that. So if I go to the PyCharm, and here I have got my custom add-ons path, and if I go to the OM hospital folder module and in the reports, so here you can see under the reports module we have got different files, and if I open the patient card.xml file where I have defined the template for the patient card.pdf file, so here you can see inside this table we have got a tr which shows the image. So here you can see, if you check the code, you can see it shows the image of the patient from here, and under that it will be showing the name of the patient, and in the next section age, group, phone number, as we have seen here. So this is the template for creating this PDF report. So what we will be doing, we will be using this template. So first of all we have to inherit this template. So already we have shown you how to inherit an existing template. That is, if I go to sale report inherit.xml, so here you can see this is the code that we have used to inherit the sale order report and added a string. So if I go to the browser and if I go to the sales, so if I go to sales and if I open any of the record and if I click on the print quotation order, here you can see it's let it be getting downloaded 28 KB. And if I open this report, so you can see we have added a string here that is called test report customization, so which we have added here. So this is how we can inherit and modify, that is we are modifying an existing template itself, not we are going to create a new report. So what I will do, I will simply copy the template that I have used for inheriting the sales, and I'll be pasting it here under this template. So I just need a sample template, and I'll be removing the unwanted lines from here. So I'll be removing this, and I don't want to add a new div. I'll be showing. So what I have to inherit, so first of all I have to inherit this template. So I'll be copying this and I'll be pasting it as inherit id. So I'm going to inherit the template that I have created above. So I'll be pasting, that is I'm going to inherit the report patient, that is I need to inherit this template. Okay, that's done. So in the inherit id I have specified as a report patient, and I have to give the name for the new template. So in the new template we will be showing only the image of the patient. So I'll be giving the name as a report patient image. So I'll be giving the name as report patient image. Report patient image. So that's done. We have given a new name for the template, that is report patient image. Inherit id is given as a report patient, and inside this what we have to do, we have to replace. So here you can see this is the initial template that we are going to inherit, and inside this table we have got tr, and inside the tr we have to replace this td. So once we replace this td, we'll be getting the image and name only. So we'll be replacing this td inside the new inherited layout. So once you print that, you will be getting only the first td, which contains the image and the patient name. So for inheriting the td, we have to give an xpath. So let's see how we can give that xpath. So in the first line we are creating a new template, so I have given the name as report patient image and inherit id. So as I am inheriting this template, I have given its name, that is report patient. Report patient is given here, and now I have to give the xpath. So the xpath is, here you can see we have got a table key here. So this is the only table inside this template, so I can just give / table tr and td. So let me write the xpath. So we have only a single table, that is table, and inside the table we have a tr, and we have to remove the second td inside the template. So I'll be simply writing the xpath as / table, and inside the table tr and td of 2. Instead of after, I'll be giving the position as replace. So in this new template we are replacing the second td, that is this xpath expression refers to this td, that is you can see table, and inside the table we have a tr and td of 2, which refers to this section. So in our new template it will be getting removed. And if I go to the template, we have to specify one more key, that is primary equal to true. So this is the main part, that is we have to set it as primary equal to true, then only it will create a new report. If the primary equal to true is not set, what it will do is that it will simply make changes inside the existing report itself, as we need to keep the existing report as it is, and we have to get a new report, you have to give primary equal to true. So that's done. Now we have to do, as it is a new report, we have to go to report.xml, and we have to add a report tag. So here you can see, if I go to the browser and if I go to hospital and then to the patients, we have to list the new report here, that is we have to list the new report here as patient card image. For that purpose you have to add the report tag. So if I go to the PyCharm again, and here you can see this is the report tag that we have added for the initial report. So simply I will copy this and I'll be pasting it here itself, and I'll be giving the ID as a report patient card image. As we are going to show only the image, I'll be giving the name as, the ID as a report patient card image, and inside the string which will be displayed under here. So I'll be giving the name as patient card image. Like in the bracket, I'll be putting the image. So the string has been modified, and the model is hospital.patient itself, because we have to show it under this model, that is hospital.patient. You can see in the URL we have to list it under the model hospital.patient. So it's given successfully, and the report type is PDF, that is viewer PDF. And in the name you have to give the name of the template. So if I go to the patient card.xml, this is the name of our template. So I'll be copying this template ID and I'll be pasting it here. And also file name also I'll be just give it as. So that's done. So what we have done so far is we have simply inherited the template that we have created before, that is report patient. ID is given us a new ID. Make sure that you are giving an unique ID. Don't conflict the ID between an existing record. So just give a unique ID, that is I will be giving report patient image, and inherit ID is given as this ID, template ID report patient, and you have to set a primary equal to true. And inside the template I have simply inherited table tr td and just replace it. So that's done. And inside the here I have also defined a new report tag. So that's all what you have to do. So I will simply restart the service, as there is no need to restart the service as you have made only changes inside the XML. So still I have restarted the service. Now I will go to the UI and will update the module and see what happens. So I'll be going into the browser and then to the apps menu, and I'll just update the Odoo development tutorials module. So if you haven't got this module, you can just go to the Odoo app store, or you can go to our GitHub repository and search for Odoo development tutorials repository and download this module. So in the screen you can see the module has been got upgraded successfully. Now I'll be going into the hospital and then to the patients, and if I open this record, here you can see we have got a new record, that is new report, that is we have got patient card and patient card image. So I'll be closing the reports that I have already printed, and first of all I'll be printing the initial report itself. So if I print the initial reports, so here you can see it's loading. So let's wait until it's downloaded fully. So here you can see it has been downloaded, and if I open the report, you can see there is no change inside the existing report. We are getting the image. Currently I haven't assigned any image for the patient, that's why it's coming as a icon, and ABC female is the name of the patient, and you can see the details like age, group and phone number. Now let's see what happens if I click on the next report, that is patient card image. And if I open that, here you can see it's getting opened, and let's see what happens and let's see what's the difference between both. So if I open that, here you can see it's coming only with image and the name, that is the second part. Here you can see the age, group, phone number has been got removed from here. That's because we have make the second TD as a replace. In the new layout we don't need the second TD, which contains the age, group and phone number. So this is simply how you can inherit and create a new report in Odoo 12. So similar approach can be followed in all the Odoo versions, like coming in Odoo 14 or in the Odoo 13, Odoo 12, Odoo 11, Odoo 10, Odoo 9, etc. So what you have to do is you have to simply give like template ID, a new ID for the template, and inherit ID. In the inherit ID you have to give the corresponding template name, and you have to set primary equal to true. So if you remove the primary equal to true, let's see what happens. So if I remove the primary equal to true from here, and let's see what happens. So I just remove the primary equal to true from here, and let's see what happens, what's the difference. So if I go to the UI again, and I need to upgrade the OM hospital module, as I have removed the primary equal to true. Just need to show you the difference between what's the working of the primary equal to true. So let's upgrade the module. So you can see the module has been got upgraded. Now I'll be going into the hospital and then to the patients again, and if I open the same record, okay, I'm clicking on the same record, and if I click on the patient card, the changes will be happening inside this template. So if I open this template, I think it has been not got affected. Let me go to the reports settings and let me activate the debug mode. And if I go to reports and if I search for patient, here you can see we have got two reports, that is patient card and patient card image. Patient cannot get this data inherit ID. I think there is something gone wrong. Patient image, something missing. Just let me clarify that point. So I'll be going into the hospital and then to the patients, and let me print the other one, and let's see what happens. So if I print the patient card image, so I think still it's coming out same. So what happens? So let me check. So if I go to the apps menu again, and let me just uninstall the module, so just to make sure everything is working fine, just I will just uninstall the module and install it again. So then I think what happens, I'm not sure. Let me check. So I'll be uninstalling the module and installing it again. So we are getting an error, undefined column hospital dot patient name. So I think there is some issues in uninstalling it, so I cannot uninstall it. So let me check what happens from the UI itself. So still the module is installed in the database. So if I go to hospital and then to the patients, so I think instead of removing the primary equal to true, I'll be setting a task primary false, and let's see what happens. So I just set it as primary equal to false, and I'll be restarting the service once more. So I have restarted the Odoo service. Now I'll be going into the UI, and from the UI itself I'll be just upgrading the module once more. So I'll be clicking on the upgrade. So I think we got an issue. There is an error that we have got on uninstalling, and still we are getting that error. So there is element has an extra content. So I think there is something wrong in the template. Primary equal to false. So what's the wrong? There is an error message. Element Odoo has an extra content. So normally such an error message will be raised when you have error inside the XML file. So I think something has been wrong. So if I click on Control Z, and if I replace primary equal to true, I'll be restarting the service once again, and I'll be going into the UI, and I'll be clicking on the upgrade button. So by default the primary will be set into false. So you can see it's loading now. There is no errors. So let me try what happens if I set primary equal to false. So I'll be giving primary equal to false. So once I give like this, initially I got an error. Still I'm trying with the same primary equal to false. So I'll be going into the UI, and from the apps menu I'll be just upgrading the module once again. So here you can see it's loading, and once you set the primary equal to false, you are getting an error. So I'm not sure why it is coming. So I'll be doing one thing. I'll be removing this one from here. I'll be commenting it out, and I'll be going it here, and I'll also comment this out, and let's see what happens. So if I go to the UI, and I'll be upgrading the module. So what we have done is we have just simply commented out what we have added right now. So right now the reports will be removed, that is the newly created reports will be removed from the database. So if I go to the patients, and if I open the ABC XML, ABC female, here you can see currently we have only single report. And if I go here and if I remove the comments that I have added, okay, template ID is okay, inherited is everything is okay. I'll be restarting the service, and I'll be going into the apps menu, and I'll be upgrading the module once again. So let's see what happens. So the module is getting upgraded, so let's wait and see. Just we can have to clarify that point. So I'll be going into the hospital, then to the patients, and if I open the first record, here you can see right now we have got two layouts, that is patient card and patient card image. So I'll be printing the first one, patient card image. You can see it's getting downloaded, and if I open this, here you can see we are getting only image and the name. So this is not how I expected it to come. And if I open this one, and if I open the first one, we got it correct right now. You can see the difference. So right now what happens in the both report, that is in the both report, initially when we print the patient card, we got the name and everything there. So right now it seems it get affected both the reports. That is, we what we started, we are going to inherit and make changes inside the new report. But right now what happens, both reports are getting changed. So this is why I think there is initially we got, because the database might not be got updated. So right now you can see, if I print the patient card and patient card image, we are getting same layouts. So here you can see this is the patient card, and if I open that one, so you can see still loading. So if I open that one, we are getting such a layout. And if I open the second one also, we are getting the same. That is, in both the reports we are getting only image and name, so that the patient details is not getting right now. So that's what I have used, tell the use of primary equal to true. So right now in the both reports, this section has been got removed. So let's see, if I set primary equal to true, so control Z, and right now I'll be setting as primary true. So once you set the primary equal to true, the changes will not get affected in the first template, and only the changes will be get changed in the inherited layout. So I'll be restarting the service once more, and I'll be going into the UI, and from the UI I'll be upgrading the module once again. And let's wind up the video after seeing this change. So yet if you haven't subscribed the channel, please do click the subscribe button and like the video if you enjoyed it. So the module has been got upgraded. Now I'll be going into the hospital, then to the patients, and if I open ABC female, here you can see we have got two layouts. So I'll be removing the reports that I have already opened, and if I print the patient card XML, and if you check the MB KB itself, you can see the change. Right now we are getting 30.8, and if I open this one, you can see we are getting age, group, and phone number. And let's see, if I print the patient card image, the second one, you can see 29.5 KB, there is something less. So let's wait until this has been opened. So if I open this, you can see we are getting only image and name. So you can simply see the difference between these two layouts. So what we have done so far is, we have inherited a template and set the primary equal to true, and here we have defined a report tag. So that's all about this video. If you have any queries or feedbacks, please don't forget to comment it out, or reach us over the email, that is odoomates@gmail.com, and you can reach us over the different social medias also, and we will be replying to you as soon as possible. So that's all about this video. If you like the video, please do click the like button and subscribe the channel to get notified regarding all the upcoming videos. So that's it. Have a nice day. Thank you.